Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Chemistry R. Now in today's session I am going to discuss about the syn paralytic elimination reaction. Now let's start syn paralytic elimination reaction. Okay, syn paralytic elimination reaction. Start from the pyrolysis of the esters, then pyrolysis of xanthate, then pyrolysis of oxide, that is a amine oxide, that is Cope elimination reaction. Pyrolysis of amine oxide is nothing but the Cope elimination reaction. After that, pyrolysis of sulfoxide, then pyrolysis of the selenoxide. Now, after the pyrolysis means decomposition of the starting material on heating. That means the pyrolysis reaction. Pyrolysis means pyrolysis. Pyrolysis means the decomposition of molecule by heating. Okay, all these compounds on pyrolysis gives the alkene. It is a formation of the carbon-carbon double bond. Now, what is the condition for the pyrolysis reaction? Okay, the condition for the pyrolysis reaction is the hydrogen, the beta hydrogen. Okay, this is the alpha carbon, this is the beta carbon, and the hydrogen present on the beta carbon is a beta hydrogen. Okay, there must be at least one beta hydrogen for the syn paralytic elimination reaction. Then next condition is the beta hydrogen and eliminating group. This is an eliminating group. Okay, beta hydrogen and the eliminating group must be seen to each other. Okay, this eliminating group, these are the eliminating groups. Okay, and the beta hydrogen must be seen to each other. Then third condition is the reaction involve the concerted mechanism. All this elimination reaction, that is all pyrolytic elimination reaction, all this pyrolytic elimination reaction involve the concerted mechanism. Clear? Now the next point is for the pyrolysis of ester and xanthates. Okay, for the pyrolysis of ester and xanthate, there is an involvement of the 6-member transition state. Remember one thing is that the pyrolysis of the ester, when we pyrolyze the ester, then there is an involvement of the 6-member transition state. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Here is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Means for the pyrolysis of esters and xanthate, there is an involvement of the 6-member transition state. But when pyrolysis of the amine oxide, sulfoxide and selenoxide, there is an involvement of the 5-member transition state. Okay, this is the difference between pyrolysis of ester and xanthate and oxides. Okay, the eliminating group involving the oxides. Clear? Now in this case there is involvement of the 5-member transition state, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is the involvement of the 5-member transition state for the elimination pyrolysis of the amine oxide, then sulfoxide and selenoxide. Okay, now let's start one by one syn paralytic elimination from ester to selenoxide. Okay, pyrolysis of ester. Now let's discuss this reaction by using the example. Okay, sorry. Okay, C double bond O OMe, hydrogen, and 450-degree temperature. Now in the pyrolysis of the ester, okay, or syn pyrolytic elimination of the esters, in which you know the condition for the pyrolysis reaction. First condition is there must be at least one hydrogen at beta position. Okay, this is the alpha position, this is the beta position. Okay, this is the beta position. There must be one hydrogen at the beta position. Then second condition is that the hydrogen present at the beta position or beta carbon atoms, the hydrogen and the eliminating group must be same to each other or cis to each other for the pyrolytic syn elimination reaction. The third condition is the reaction involve the concerted mechanism. Okay, this reaction involve the concerted mechanism. Look towards the example. In this example, the beta hydrogen at same to eliminating group. So because of the heating, there is an involvement of the 6-member transition state, and through concerted mechanism this group is eliminated. Okay, and we get the product. Okay, this is our product. This reaction is called the pyrolysis of ester. Now let's take one more example for this type of reaction. O C double bond O M E, C double bond O M E, methyl group. Again heating at 500 degrees centigrade. Okay, now in this reaction also there is involvement of the 6-member transition state. It is a beta hydrogen. Okay, for this also beta hydrogen, that is 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, like this the group is eliminated and we get the product. Similarly it is also elimination like this. Okay, and we get the final product. Okay, now this is the final product of this reaction. This is all about the pyrolysis of the ester. Now let's discuss about pyrolysis of xanthate. Okay, pyrolysis of xanthate. Now let's discuss pyrolysis of xanthate by using these two examples. Okay, you know the condition for the syn pyrolytic elimination. The first condition is there must be at least one beta hydrogen. Okay, there must be at least one beta hydrogen. Now the second condition is that the beta hydrogen and the eliminating group, in this example this is the eliminating group, the beta hydrogen and eliminating group must be cis to each other. This is the second condition for the elimination reaction, that is a syn pyrolytic elimination reaction. And third important point is that the reaction involves the concerted mechanism. This reaction involves the concerted mechanism. Now let's see the mechanism of this reaction. Now in this reaction there is involvement of the 6 atom in the transition state. It is a 6-member transition state, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, there is involvement of the 6-member transition state. First this sulfur extract this hydrogen, then there is a breaking of this bond, it is a breaking of carbon oxygen bond, and we get the elimination product. Okay, now our product is here is a methyl group, sorry, okay, then CO2 group as it is a Me cis junction. Okay, now there is an elimination of this group. Okay, it is an pyrolysis of the xanthate. It is a xanthate group, so it is a this reaction involves the elimination of this group. Now let's discuss second example. In second example, the first condition is that sodium hydride and toluene. Now out of this two hydrogens, okay, the CH2 hydrogen present on this carbon and oxygen, the this hydrogen is an more acidic hydrogen, so sodium hydride extract this hydrogen and we get in first step O minus is stabilized by the sodium plus ion. Okay, now in second condition is that CS2, this O minus attack on the CS2 like this at the electron deposition center, then is oxygen, carbon, C double bond S minus. Now in third condition we have given the methyl iodide, so this attack on the methyl iodide, okay, this will run an attack on this methyl iodide by SN2 mechanism, we get this oxygen CH2 as it is H2PH. Okay, then this carbon double bond S, then SME, and after that the last condition is 170 degree temperature. Okay, we can also write SME double bond S, one and the same. Okay, now the last step is it is an pyrolysis of the xanthate, because this is alpha, there is one beta hydrogen is present and there is involvement of the 6-member transition state, so through concerted mechanism we get the elimination product. And now the structure of the product is okay, this is the final structure of this product. This is all about the pyrolysis of the xanthate, and this reaction also called the Chugov reaction. Okay, now let's discuss pyrolysis of amine oxide. Pyrolysis of amine oxide, or we also call that co. Let's discuss pyrolysis of the tertiary amine oxide, that is co-elimination reaction. Let's take an example. For example, NME2. Okay, and condition is, first condition is hydrogen peroxide, and second condition is 120 degree temperature. Now the hydrogen peroxide, it's oxidize the nitrogen and form the N oxide. Okay, in the first step there is a formation of the N oxide. NMe2 is a positive charge on the nitrogen. There is formation of the N oxide by using the hydrogen peroxide, or alternative reagent for the hydrogen peroxide is metachloroperbenzoic acid, that is a MCPBA. Metachloroperbenzoic acid, it's also used for the oxidation of this nitrogen, okay, or nitrogen present in the tertiary amine. Now in next step, the next condition is that 120 degree temperature, and you know the at high temperature, or the condition for the pyrolysis. In this reaction there is a presence of the beta hydrogen, okay, there is alpha and beta hydrogen. Now you know the condition for the syn paralytic elimination is that there must be at least one beta hydrogen atom, okay. First condition is there must be at least one beta hydrogen, and second condition is that the beta hydrogen and the eliminating groups must be cis to each other, okay. The eliminating group and the beta hydrogen must be cis to each other. Now the co-elimination or pyrolysis of the tertiary amine oxide goes through the 5-member transition state and concerted mechanism. By using the concerted mechanism, there is involvement of the 5-member transition state, 1, 2, 3, 4, and here is a 5. There is involvement of the 5-member transition state in this reaction. So this oxyanion act as a base, abstract this proton, and we get the eliminated product, okay. Just wait for 1 minute. We get the elimination product like this. Now this reaction involves the EI mechanism. All this reaction, that is all this syn paralytic elimination reaction involve the EI mechanism, that is a intramolecular elimination reaction. EI means intramolecular elimination, okay. Now let's discuss second example of the co-elimination reaction, or simply pyrolysis of tertiary amine oxide. Isopropyl group, this is NMe2 group, oxyanion, okay, and condition is (170 degree temperature). Now what is the product of this reaction, okay. This is the co-elimination reaction, you know that, and for the elimination reaction or syn paralytic elimination reaction, there must be at least one beta hydrogen cis to the eliminating group. This is an eliminating group, so there is extraction of this beta hydrogen, and through concerted mechanism we get the product, okay. Is isopropyl group, but it's not a good way to represent. Now we can rewrite like this, on down position isopropyl. Isopropyl in the down side and up position is the methyl present on the upside. So this is the product of this reaction. Now let's discuss one more example. One, two, three, 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 four, five. Okay. NME2 positive and O minus, and condition is higher 170 degree temperature. Okay. In this also there is a co-elimination reaction through 5-member transition state. This group is eliminated and we get the product like this. This is all about the pyrolysis of the tertiary amine oxide, that is a co-elimination reaction. Now let's discuss pyrolysis of the sulfoxide or same pyrolytic elimination of the sulfoxide. Let's discuss pyrolysis of sulfoxide, okay, by using these two example. Now in the first example, the beta hydrogen is alpha carbon, it is a beta carbon. So the beta hydrogen is seen to the leaving group, okay, or eliminating group. So there is involvement of the 5-member transition state, and via the concerted mechanism we get elimination product like this. Okay, this eliminating group and this hydrogen, it is a cis to each other. Okay, so by involving the 5-member transition state 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, we get this product. Now let's discuss second example. In this example also there is involvement of the 5-member transition state 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and this hydrogen and this eliminating group, it is a cis to each other. So we get alpha beta unsaturated compound. Okay, yes. Sorry, we get this eliminated product. This is all about the pyrolysis of sulfoxide. In pyrolysis of sulfoxide, there is involvement of the 5-member transition state. Okay, now let's discuss pyrolysis of serine oxide. Pyrolysis of serine oxide. Okay, now let's see this example. First condition is given reagent, then second condition is pH is pH, third one is the pH ACBR. Okay, and third condition is hydrogen peroxide 10 degree temperature. Now remember one thing is that the pyrolysis of the serine oxide, this reaction goes at the room temperature. Okay, now this is very useful for the formation of the carbon carbon double bond. By comparing with the all previous paralytic elimination reaction, that is elimination by sulfoxide, elimination of the n amino oxide, then our first reaction is the elimination of or the syn paralytic elimination of the ester. All these reaction require the high temperature, but pyrolysis of the silane oxide, this reaction goes at the room temperature or below the room temperature. Now because of that, this reaction require the 10-degree temperature. Now let's see mechanism of this reaction. Okay, and what is the product of this reaction. Now in first step, this Gilman reagent. Okay, Gilman reagent gives 1,4 addition. Okay, this is a conjugate attack. pH copper lithium. Okay, this is a conjugate attack of this Gilman reagent in the first step. O minus the pH. Now then second step is pH ACPR. Okay, this group attack the SN2 attack on this selenium, and there is elimination of the Br minus. We get level 1 O ACPH. Now remember one thing is that this group that is attack of the Gilman reagent and the second attack. Okay, this is the first attack of this Gilman reagent, and there is a second attack on the electrophile. Both the stereochemistry, suppose this attack on the downside, then this will be on the upside. Okay, remember this thing. Now our third condition is hydrogen peroxide and 10-degree temperature. Hydrogen peroxide oxidize selenium. This hydrogen peroxide oxidizes this selenium. We get this selenium oxide and this hydrogen. Okay, this group on the downside, this on the plane. So there must be one hydrogen. It is seen to this eliminating group. So there is an syn paralytic elimination. So we get final product. Okay, now this is all about the pyrolytic syn elimination reaction. All the reaction involve the AI mechanism, that is a intramolecular elimination reaction mechanism. Thank you for watching video.